It's a
No, no,
vicious
no.
cycle.
Remember what Jerry Nadler said? They're all too busy picking lettuce.
Hey Nick,
What a racist fat piece
Oh
of shit he
God.
is.
hey Nick, can I
What a
say
racist
something?
fat piece of
Can
shit.
I say something real quick as
Of
grassroots,
course,
Nick?
George.
Be nice to Dan. Be nice to Dan. He's
What? I
sensitive.
get along with
Don't.
George. What up, Santos?
No, it's not that. No, no, he's gone.
Oh, I thought it was
But
that.
He dipped
I will
out.
talk to you. I'll talk to you soon, Nick. All right, just text me later. I'll talk to you
Sounds
later.
good, Laura.
Hey,
Talk
All
soon.
See
right.
you,
Bye.
Laura.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it, Laura. Always love to have
Yeah,
you.
thanks. And be sure, like I said, check that episode out because we did talk about Maui and we talked about a lot of that stuff tonight on the show. So it's
Sweet.
just on
I will
Rumble
do.
hey Laura,
and
can you stay
it's
for
at the top
five
of the
seconds, please?
5 seconds.
All right.
I'm
Keep
so
giving them hell, Laura.
Look,
Keep giving them
just
hell.
real quick, I wanted to say, as true grassroots, I'm the guy who helped across the nation when businesses were getting shut down by the mandates. Me and my team were the guys who opened up hundreds of entities when we didn't have any help from the Republican Party. We knew people who were in the party. We loved conservatism, but we could not get any remedy. And so we challenged all of the prosecuting attorneys across the country, opened up businesses in the private with a tillage gym and others across the country. So we actually have people who are multimillionaires who could not get remedy from any attorney because the attorneys would not work for the people during the time of the lockdowns who are conservative. These people are conservative. They have tons of money. Their entities stayed open because we kept them open against the government, but they didn't have any representation in the Republican Party. So I wanted to say when it comes to the Republican Party, I believe that we need to start getting people who understand the law as it is written. We got state constitutions that government officials across the country have broken the law when it comes to it. When it comes to elections, when it comes to Trump, the government officials across the country actually dropped the ball because they didn't force the elections to follow the state constitutions. I'm also the guy who took part in leading Karen Fan to do the Arizona audit, the full forensic audit. No attorney would help us do it. And the way that we got Karen Fan to do it was by using the fundamental law that's in the state constitutions. And the attorneys in the state were kind of blocking the situation. And the Republican Party didn't know that we had the right to get an audit. Now, I believe this is important because right now you see the ATF is falling apart. You see the federal legislature, and I want to thank Marjorie Taylor Greene and Jim Jordan because they've come out and they've talked about the knowledge and wisdom that the people are gaining. Well, we have sent probably 100,000 affidavits and notices to the federal legislature, to the Supreme Court, teaching them that the ATF wasn't using fundamental law. We see things falling, and we have multimillionaires who deal in weapons or who want their weapons who are happy to give money to the Republican Party. I'm a conservative guy. But if the people don't know their rights and their power, and the government service don't know their rights and their power, then we will continue to lose. We are being cheated as conservatives, but we really don't have standards that we talk about to hold these bad actors by. So all I wanted to say is we need to stop putting people in office or in roles who don't understand the fundamental principles of law. And I'll tell you one other thing. We just did a notice that I'm sure people in Congress seen this for President Trump, where Trump is fighting by himself. And I hear a lot of people say, we got Trump's back, we stand for Trump, and all this stuff. But then when it comes down to it, the fundamental law says that,
Man, David, you told Laura it was going to be 2 seconds.
well, she can,
So, I
I
mean,
just wanted her to hear the first part. But if what I'm saying isn't that important, then I'll stop talking. But
no, it's fine. It's
people
just,
are losing, and for some reason we don't have a lot of time when it's about people learning how to win and keep their families together and keep their money because the law says the government can't take it. But when we're talking about other stuff, we just can go for a long time. I'm the remedy guy. I believe in the people keeping their business, keeping their millions of dollars, and that way we got stuff for the Republicans who are good to continue to stay in office. But we got to learn the law. If we're going to hold anybody accountable, we should at least know what we're doing.
So, Laura, he is in favor of you keeping your millions of dollars.
Amen.
So,
Preach.
How do I get millions of dollars, first of all?
That's easy.
yeah, no, you just keep posting on X. Oh, the rev share is great. It's
No.
fantastic.
Just
All
go to
my money,
California, Laura.
all
Go to
my
California,
money, all my
and
money has been spent on lawfare.
You know
I'm
you
what,
can
just
just
like
come to Cali and
Trump.
steal.
Just
If
like
you
Trump.
Laura, you're gonna
if you
see
come to
Trump's
Cali, you can steal 950
Laura.
and not get in trouble. Just do it a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
You can steal almost $1,000 and they won't throw you in jail out here. Come on.
In California.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it like a few hundred times. You'll be rich as shit. You know, you heard about Gavin's little incident at the Target counter. He was
Yeah.
amazed that you can just steal stuff and walk out.
I could
No
just like,
shit.
so basically I need to bring like a saw to the Gucci store and just saw like half of a
They
purse and then
they won't
walk
stop you.
half of
Do
it.
what the scumbags in New York did to beat up the cops. You heard what
Yeah.
the guy said on CNN the other
Yeah,
night.
$1,000 first of all for things that never happened. That story that Gavin Newsom told about being at the Target and witnessing that whole thing go down. But
Yeah, good
Hey,
it's
point. Good
Laura,
point.
you're going to see Trump cases get dissolved real quick. They're going to get dropped by the work that the people are doing using the law. Just keep an eye on it and watch what happens.
No,
no,
if anybody is
we
going to,
definitely have a civics issue in this country. I'll agree with you on that, David. And we do need more people to understand the law. And I
Yes.
think that you're right that a lot of the people in Congress today, probably majority of them, they don't have an understanding of the law. They don't have an understanding of the Constitution. That's probably why we're in this mess that we're in,
And they
largely.
never read the
Did
damn
you
bills they sign either. Come on, how many of
did
them
Yeah.
did
actually read the bills?
did you hear Ken Paxton say the other day that he had to ask what his duties and his powers were when he was trying to figure out how to fix things on the border? And then they
Mhm.
came out and demanded that it be declared that there's an invasion. We sent him notice to tell him what to put in order to be able to win. And we had probably 2,000 people tag him because they were using the wrong law. So when they came out with the wrong law over the stupid wires and told people we lost, that's not a constitutional issue. We told them Article 4, Section 4 guarantees a Republican form of government and protection against invasion. They have to do it. And then he declared it. So that's the thing. We're missing a whole lot because people are using the wrong language, and the attorneys are never going to tell you how to win, even in the legislature. Like we teach government officials across the country now, and you'll see them come out and say how we the people have all the power and what the government is supposed to do. Nobody knows it's us. But what happens is most government officials get taught to sign the United States Constitution, that they're going to uphold it, sign the oath to uphold the state, but they never read it. So they don't know what's there. And it's a sad situation because the people are begging and crying and getting hurt, but everything that we face on a local level is in the state constitution and not federal. And there's no law school or high school or middle school in the country that teaches it. So we could be winning right away. The Republicans could be winning next week. But because they hide this information from you, you don't have the stuff to get the courts to rule in your favor.
Well, yeah,
Makes
look, like I
sense.
said, I'm not disagreeing with you in the sense that our lawmakers have a deficient understanding of the law. So I think that we can all agree on that. So I appreciate you sharing your thoughts with me.
Laura,
Amen.
you're
Thank
the
you for taking the
best.
time to listen. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Of course.
Thank you for coming, Laura. Please come more. This is good. I think I'm gonna start. Look, this has been and I'm still going. I'm not ending here, guys. We're gonna keep going. But I will say this has been probably the favorite space that I've ever hosted personally. I mean, we had a stacked ass panel here. We got Dan Ball, we got Laura Loomer, we had Carrie Lake, we had who else? Well, Tyler Bauer. Boyer. I'm sorry, I got to learn how to pronounce your name. And who else? Oh, Matt Gates. Had Matt Gates for a
And
while.
Caroline.
You know, Caroline Wren, the
George
next
Santos,
chair of the RNC. Yeah, George
Scotty
Santos. I
Pressler,
mean,
Scotty Pressler.
yeah. We just Harmeet Dillon. I mean, we just had to keep. It was really hard to rotate the panel. Like I felt bad having to boot people down to bring other people up. You know, it really
Hey,
it
Laura,
sucked, but in the
how
best way
come you haven't
possible.
done my show yet? By the way, Laura's never been on my show.
Yeah. Well, I don't get invited to your show either, so it's
Nick,
okay,
you
Laura.
liar! You've been on tons of times. Don't lie to the listeners. You full of shit. We have you on too much.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
How about it, Laura?
Last time I was on Dan Bolt's show, I ended up on a lawsuit with Dominion.
Oh, come on. Wait, is that
But
Harmeen?
David,
I swear to
David,
God,
David,
I just hired Ron from Dylan's law office to deal with the guys because they want to subpoena me.
Wait, who's speaking right now?
Avi Angelakis. We spoke like George
Oh,
Soros and
yes.
freaking Serbia, and I don't know why they're dragging me down for this bullshit. But I wanted to say something before Caroline goes away because I know she
Well,
probably
hang on one
sleeping
second,
right now.
because I know Laura's got to go. Like,
yeah,
just
I'm
hold that
about to
thought. Hold that
leave
thought, Abby.
before
Yeah.
I leave.
I
I
want
was just
Laura to
gonna
say one.
say,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, David, like
Yes, ma'am.
one of the lawmakers who does understand the law, who is doing a lot to fix this situation is Carrie Lake. So I would just encourage you to stop attacking her so much because
Well, ma'am,
I
you
had
know what?
honestly
I
never,
see things
I had
behind the
never spoke.
scenes.
Let me just say this really quick.
Go
I
ahead.
like
Go
gave
ahead.
you the
Hmm.
courtesy of the time to listen tonight, but
Hmm.
I had never spoken with you or never heard of you before, but I just took a brief glance over at your Twitter page and I saw that you spend a lot of time attacking Carrie Lake. So I would just say that
Genuinely, I didn't know this either.
I would just
Well,
say
First time
that
well,
I
hearing
would
about
just
it.
say to you that
can I
if
respond?
you're going to complain about issues, then
Hmm.
you should be supportive of people that are trying to fix the issues that you're complaining about. And so you
Amen.
should not
Amen.
attack Carrie Lake because you talk about people not wanting to listen. What other lawmaker do you see or candidate running for office who was in this space tonight? So I don't know you. Like I said, it's my first time talking with you. I'm always here to listen, but I just, like I said, I was looking at your page just briefly while you were talking and I noticed that you spent a lot of time attacking Carrie. So I just think that you should probably like redirect your energy elsewhere because Carrie's not the person to be attacking.
You just got Loomered.
Amen. Amen.
Oh, good. Yeah. No, that was good.
Well, I
So
just don't
yeah.
understand
No,
why people would attack Carrie Lake with, Carrie's trying to fix the situation and Carrie is trying to, and she didn't really get a lot of support. I think she's being pretty gracious tonight. A lot of people are going to be a lot nicer than I am. I don't give a shit, right? So I'm not going to sit here and say that I have
we know
anything
you
nice
don't give
to,
a shit.
I don't have anything
You're a
nice
kick
to
ass.
say like about Carrie was very gracious tonight when she said, "Oh well, I am not going to speak badly about Rana, or I'm not going to speak badly about Kevin. I will because I don't have anything nice to say about Rana Romney or Kevin McCarthy. But somebody who I do have something nice to say about is Carrie Lake and President Trump, right? There's not many people that I do like, but Carrie is fighting and she does understand the law. And she is a victim of weaponized government and the crooked justice system. And her lawyers and her team have done a good job. And so when you talk about people who are not focused on the law or lawmakers that don't have an understanding, right? Focus on the people that truly don't have an understanding because Carrie has spent a lot of her time and a lot of her money, and they're trying to bankrupt Carrie right now. They're trying to take her house. They're trying to attack her legally because she did understand the law and she utilized her First Amendment right to bring awareness to the law and how they're trying to steal our elections and rig our elections. So like I said, I don't know you. I just looked at your page and I would just ask that you not attack Carrie Lake anymore, especially if you would like people to buy into your message. That's all.
Well said, Laura.
And I don't know if he has a response to that, but I just think that if you're gonna talk about people understanding the law, then you should support people like Carrie Lake. Shouldn't attack her.
Yeah. So,
David.
Dan, you've always got some.
I'm just waiting on David to respond. I like this. This is
Oh
like a
wait.
soap
Oh no,
opera.
he fell down. Hang
Woo!
tight. Okay. Yeah. We'll
It
bring him back
got
up.
it got
Let
very
him respond.
quiet.
No,
It
I
got
want to
Yeah.
hear
very
David's
quiet.
response.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
got very quiet.
Can we
I
narrate next?
100%,
I
I
was waiting.
100%, I 100% agree.
I was waiting for him to
Oh,
reply, but I
I'm here.
understand you.
I'm here to respond. I 100% agree with you, ma'am. If somebody wants to hear the law and learn the law, then definitely you should support them. But the law tells you, ma'am, that when you say something, you should speak with firsthand knowledge if you're going to make claims. So the things that I say, ma'am, I don't say anything about Carrie Lake that is not true. As a matter of fact, I'm the one who helped Carrie Lake get standing in her case when her attorneys couldn't. I can show you the text messages where I give her the document to get standing. She gets standing, and then I tell her, hey, Carrie, we the people need to learn the law. Your attorneys messed up your standing. It seems like on purpose. And I think that you should take this document to get standing. She immediately got standing in her case. I'm also helping with the stuff for President Trump right now. So I'm not someone who's playing a game. And I'll tell you, the reason that I got upset with Carrie Lake is because I tried to show Carrie Lake the law when she was losing. And she told me, I say, hey, Carrie, we the people need to learn the law. She told me, hey, I'm more so concerned about my case. I don't want to go out and teach the people what they have to do. And I have the messages to show it. So when it was time for America to learn the truth about the law, and Carrie Lake saw her attorneys messing up, and she called me on a public live, and I explained to her where they were throwing her case like they did Trump's, because we got standing with an affidavit in the case where Trump and Carrie couldn't get standing. When Carrie wanted standing, Carrie knew that we got the audit and got access to all the ballots. Carrie Lake knew that we saved the businesses and beat courts. She knew exactly how to win, and she campaigned on it. And then when I told her to tell the people the truth so they could win, that's why they wouldn't do it. And that's why Carrie Lake left when I first got here, because she thought I was going to speak about her. I wasn't. But since you brought it up, I can
That's
show
not
the message.
literally. You weren't, dude. You
that's
weren't even
nonsense.
around at the time.
Yeah.
She did not leave for that
David,
reason.
I pulled in.
I'm
She
so sorry,
stayed.
David.
She stayed a lot longer than she was supposed
Okay.
Yeah,
to.
and
She had
Carrie
nothing
Lake
to
is
do
not
with
one
you.
person that
Carrie
will
Lake
run
is not
away.
afraid of anybody.
Okay. Well,
Too. So I'll
maybe
just
she's
say
not,
this, like,
ma'am. But
Carrie,
I have.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say right now, and I'm going to mute the room just to say this. Carrie Lake came on here unexpectedly. We did not plan this. We did not even invite her. She just showed up. There were no pre-planned questions. We didn't vet the people on the panel. She just came up. She was willing to take questions from anybody and everybody without even knowing who was going to throw what at
Nick,
her.
you understand? I didn't say
So
that
that's
though. I didn't say
seriously
that, Nick. Nick,
irrespectful.
I didn't say
Well, you
that.
just said that she
I said
left because
she
you
left.
got
Nick,
here.
do you?
Hey,
Nick,
stop interrupting the host, bro. Stop interrupting
I'm
him.
not trying to interrupt him. I'm just trying to let him know I didn't say that. So if we argue something, let's argue what I say. The grassroots people in Arizona
What the
are
hell? Are
upset
you
right
trying to
now.
gaslight now? That's
Oh
what
no,
you
no, no.
just said. You
I'm talking
You
literally
about real
just
life.
said
I
it,
said
bro.
she left because she thought I was going to say something that I wasn't. That's what I said.
No, that's not at all why she left. That's my
Okay,
point,
okay.
bro. She didn't leave. She didn't even know you were
Nick,
here. You
yes, she
weren't up
did.
on the
Nick,
stage,
I
bro.
was up
No,
on the
she
stage.
didn't.
Look, Nick, I was right next to her. What are you talking about?
Okay,
Bro, she said like 30 minutes before she was done that she was tired. She was going to
I know.
bed.
I was sitting.
yeah.
Come
I
on,
So,
dude.
heard
like
her.
I
Come
I
on.
said,
was sitting here.
your entire page is dedicated to trolling her, and so you can't say it's just a one-off
Actually,
thing.
it's
I
not
just scrolled
dedicated.
through.
The grassroots people of Arizona are upset because she brought in a person who wasn't eligible to get elected. That's what just happened in Arizona. And the PCs all across Arizona are mad. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but the PCs are the real people who fighting for Trump. They're not happy. So you guys can argue and say you're protecting whatever, but the grassroots people, thousands of them as precinct committeemen, are upset because Carrie Lake said she was going to vote for one person and then installed another person, asking Trump to endorse this person at the last minute. That's what happened, and everybody's upset about it.
Wait a minute. I can
Go
give
ahead,
the
Tyler.
real story on this.
Wait, I
So
thought they were pissed off about that she wouldn't teach we the people. Now you changed the story.
No,
They're
no, no,
pissed
no.
about.
There's a
no,
fight
I
in
can give the real
Arizona right
story.
now.
You
If
got two
Tyler
stories,
knows about
David.
it,
Two
yeah,
stories.
because
I can give the real story what's going on here. So I'm happy to give the real story in the most brief way possible that most people just don't care about, but I can give the real story just real quickly. So there was a recent election for Arizona State Party chair because Jeff DeWitt resigned, right? So he resigned really unexpectedly. And by the way, it was Carrie that, was the one that was in the midst of that entire.
she held that information
Well,
for 11 months, though, right?
David, are you
She
gonna
hid.
let anybody else speak? Come on,
Hey,
Tyler.
y'all can go ahead and speak. I'll take
I'm
off.
I'm gonna boot you if you don't stop interrupting. So go ahead, Tyler.
I'm gonna boot myself. I'll catch y'all
Okay,
later.
all right. Well, okay, you're gone. All right, go ahead,
well,
Tyler.